Safe space, said no founding father ever. The Kate Daly Show starts now.
We look at the president, we look at what he said, we look at what he might do, we look at his advisors, but quite frankly, there's an outside source which we refer to as a deep state or a shadow government. There's a lot of influence by people that are actually more powerful than our government itself, our president, and all. No. I mean, you take, for instance, how our government gets involved in elections around the world. And we've done this for more than 50 years, and so that isn't known to the public. Now, yes, Trump is his own guy more so than most of them have ever been in before. We hope he can maintain an independence and then go in the right direction. But I fear the fact that there's so much that can be done secretly, out of control of our apparent government and out of the view of so many citizens.
That was, of course, Ron Paul, and appreciate him. He's come on the show many, many times, and always appreciate his take. The clip on shadow government, so important for people to understand, isn't it? When we say deep state, I'm always amazed that people think that's still a conspiracy. I don't know how people wouldn't know that there were people running this country that were certainly not elected and have a whole lot of power. And it goes very, very deep. Done a lot of research on that. I know a lot of writers out there, they try to say that it's a certain group of individuals and that's it, and it's people that you've heard their names and that's who runs things, but that's not true. That's not true. It's so many layers deep, and usually the ones really running things are never talked about. And so people usually go to that first level and then they think they've uncovered the deep state. Oh no. I've done a lot of hours on that, and I am telling you that it's huge, huge. It's vast, and it's vast in the way of more people than you think, but not as many as you would think. And also, I think it's just very top down and compartmentalized as well, right? And it has a lot of influence. Michael Yon will hopefully join me in this hour, but I'm going to open the phone lines. Actually, 888-673-1450. 888-673-1450 if you're listening in the afternoon. I'd love to hear from you. And also, I'd also say this. We have a lot of news about foreign events going on right now. Israel is urging the United States to preemptively attack Iran, and an Israeli diplomat told Newsweek that President Joe, if he's even around, who knows, needs to take direct action against the Islamic Republic sooner than later. And an official said that the war with Iran is inevitable and called on the U.S. to use its unique military capabilities to end the regime in Tehran. And what will the U.S. do now? This news coming, I'm telling you, I am just... This is from Paul Dregu from thenewamerican.com, but I want to get your thoughts on what you feel is going to happen over in the Middle East as well, because I think I know people are very much afraid of us involving our youth, our people in a war over there. And I would love to get your thoughts on that. I'd like to get your thoughts on the border right now. I also have some info I want to go over with you about Arizona and, of course, about the Harris campaign, Hormala, and all that she's doing. But let me just tell you, I'm worried about it in a way that I think we could get dragged into just about anything. And that makes me honestly nervous for us as a country, that we would get dragged into whatever's going on over there and whatever they're embroiled in. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show. Go right ahead.
Hi, Kate.
Hi
this
there.
is Mike.
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to dance around this because, there's one thing we can't talk about. But
I know.
I just want to say, and I'm not being an apologist so much for Iran, but so when I went to college, it was an engineering college, and we had quite a few Iranians. Most of them are Persians. Without getting all the details of that, not every Iranian is a Persian, but anyway.
Yeah, I get you.
And these are some of the nicest guys and some of the smartest people that you would ever meet. And just, I would also add that in the days immediately after 9/11, okay, now I know we dissected all of that and who was what and this and that, but Iran was one of the first countries that kind of came to the U.S. and said, "Hey, we'll help you find whoever's doing this. You know, we're here to help you."
Sure.
Of course, that didn't make the news a lot, but it is factual. And of course, you know, we had Bush and Cheney and those guys, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't need your help," but because they had a plan, right?
Sure, they always do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
So, you know, and I'm leaving out a lot of what I would want to say, but just leave it at that. We have zero business having a fight with Iran. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
We don't need to be fighting their battle.
You're right.
Israel's battles for them.
I don't know why we look at it as always as an extension of the United States over there, and we've become so used to doing that through so much brainwashing of the media and our government that that we are always embroiled in everyone's stuff. And I'm not. I think we need to take a step back and realize that this is not how we were ever supposed to be. It's not supposed to be in our mindset. But a lot of brainwashing, I'll tell you that, to get us to a point where we always feel like we have to be part of everything. Yeah,
you're right. And I'm drawing a blank on his last name, but you had him as a guest, the pastor in Montana, Chuck.
Baldwin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No one lays it out better than him. And again, walking delicately, but it's Zionism. Okay. And I'll just say personally, I reject the term Judeo-Christianity. It's Christianity. Okay.
I know. I'm with you on this.
It's not, it's Christianity. Okay. Without getting into a huge fight here with everyone, that, you know,
Christianity is Christianity. I totally understand that. Yes, it's just Christianity. I'm with you on that. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, but it's very entangled, and you know, we know about AIPAC, and I mean, they basically all give them all homework and coloring books to go home with, and
so true. So true.
You know, we've got to, the people that want to have truly America first, not that we're dismissing Israel or any other country around the world, but let's just have America first and think of our people and our boys and even our girls that are going to have to go over there and fight in the sand again.
You're right. I know.
For Israel.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this. And all governments, I'm sorry, I don't trust anyone's government, and the government usually never speaks for the people. So we have to start really separating the two. Yeah, I'm with you.
You're right.
Yeah. Thank you.
If I can just say one other thing.
Go for it.
I have quite a handful of Russian-speaking friends, you know, from Ukraine and from Russia. And, I mean, anyone that's gone around the world, people are people, you know.
Yeah, they really
I mean,
are.
they are wanting to live their lives. They're wanting to just, you know, be left alone by their own governments.
Yes.
You know, and we will create the economic engine that the government can tax in whatever way they want to do and prosper from that. But other than that, get out of these wars. Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Thanks
I'm so with you. You got it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the call. I really, really do. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show. Go right ahead.
Hey, this is Jay Bieber calling. I was supposed to be doing an interview at this time.
Oh, okay. I will get right back with him. And let me just tell you, as we're going to a break really quick, I'll tell you what. There is so much to be said about what that caller just said. There is so much to be said. And I think that if we can take a step back and get the emotion out and start really looking at our world, looking at who is in charge, right? Who's calling the shots? Look at their backgrounds. Look at what were our involvement and what we think our involvement should be. And I would say go and question everything at this point. It doesn't mean turning into some weird hippie. And I know a lot of people go, people are hippies. That free love, no war. No, it's not about that. It's just that we've involved ourselves in so many needless wars. And we have been, I think, emotionally sort of brainwashed into thinking that we have to be there with everybody all the time. And then, of course, we are getting the emotional brainwashing of a problem that is actually, I think, constructed by intelligence agencies. And we come in and solve that problem, right? So they already have the answer ready to go, served up. And our problem is that we still buy it. Quite frankly, we still buy it. And I'm not quite sure why. I've had guests on that talked about Iraq and talked about the Christians in Iraq and talked about Saddam Hussein in a totally different way than people have heard about him. We've had guests that, honestly, all kinds of different kind of boots on the ground kind of guests. We've heard from Syria Girl. We've heard from all of these people that are actually in the countries, actually, on the ground with such different stories, with such a totally, when they look at our news, they feel bad for us because we are in this weird place of understanding that we are getting a totally different news cycle, a totally different situation over here, and they're appalled. They're appalled. They're saying, "What? You guys are not hearing the truth at all, but you guys believe it hook, line, and sinker." Do you know how long I've been hearing that on the air? So long. I can't even tell you, so many years. And that's why I like to go to boots on the ground. I think it's really, really important to do that, to really get the news, because we don't get honest news here. We really don't. And you know what? We should be. We should be in a place where we are, I think, a little bit more of a critical thinker, please. And the fact that we are so utterly and 100% brainwashed by our media. If we can get out of that thinking, if we can figure out how to see the bigger picture, I think we'll be so much better off right now with what's coming, what's about to happen over in the Middle East as well. Be right back on the Kate Daly Show. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, this is Stephen.